Hey there, friends! It's Jasmine the Story Sloth. Welcome and feel free to sit back and relax as I share with you today's story, Called into Question. My hands shook as I held the ancient and formal-looking letter. I had read it several times, mulling over each word and still feeling a sense of panic rising up within me. What on earth was I going to do with this? The envelope had been stamped with the words, "Fortunate Soul." How could this be called fortunate? The letter itself stated that my life had been called into question and that I was scheduled for an appointment to declare the reasons for my deeds in exactly 1 month's time. Every reason or explanation for anything I had ever done, and what I had chosen to do with the lessons that I had learned so far in my life. At the bottom of the letter was a statement declaring that if there were unresolved issues in my existence, then now was the time to make them right as much as I could, so as to bring the very best answers and resolutions that I could. Oh dear, no! I can't remember most of the big decisions in my life. How was I possibly going to remember every single thing I had ever done? I chewed desperately on my nails, a habit that I had broken a long time ago, and wondered if I could get out of whatever this was. Maybe it was just a joke, some practical joke that one of my friends was playing on me. Maybe I was dreaming and would wake up soon, sitting in my easy chair, having one of those daytime naps that occasionally came over me during the lazy evenings of summer. I waited. I considered the implications of the letter that I had just read, and finally came to the conclusion that I would ignore the whole issue for a short time and gather my thoughts by taking a nice walk through the park. I did this, and found that clarity is not always so far off when one is breathing fresh air and enjoying the sights of nature. I had made a decision regarding the letter that I had received. It seemed so much more manageable now, not nearly so despairing as it looked only several hours earlier. I decided that I would take it seriously. Yes, I would go ahead and take this opportunity presented to me, and I would consider my life and consider it well. Perhaps it is all just a joke or some nonsense that would mean nothing at all, but who was I to know for sure? There could be no conclusive telling of the matter, so I determined that it is not such a bad idea to consider one's life anyway. Maybe I would be horrified, or pleasantly shocked, but most likely I would feel a bit of both. This is a good thing, I decided, a very good thing to do once in a while. Over the course of the following month, I wrote down many memories that I had of my life. I found memories that had been long forgotten. I contacted family and friends and asked them questions. What a good time we had reminiscing. What pleasant conversations filled with laughter and healing tears. I contacted people that I hadn't talked to for years. I apologized to certain individuals that had been hurt by my conduct or neglect. I rejoiced over the wonderful things I had done in my life. This was all beyond wonderful to me, and I wondered why I had not thought of doing this on and off throughout my life already. And so it happened, after all of this, 1 month to the day and precise hour at which the letter had been delivered to my door, I heard a knock. Here we are, I thought to myself, the day of my life being called into question, and I am as ready as I ever could be. I had dressed in my best suit and combed my hair neatly, even polished my shoes. I stood there gripping the doorknob in my hand, and I opened it with resolve. Perhaps I should have been surprised at the guest standing there, but oddly enough I wasn't at all. Funny how upon receiving the letter I had felt like the most unfortunate and panicked of souls, but now I knew myself to be one of the most utterly fortunate of souls indeed. I breathed deep and said humbly to my guest, "Hello, Death, and welcome." Thank you for listening to this story. I invite you to subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified every time I upload a new story. It has been a pleasure reading to you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks to Crayon for the AI-generated images that I was able to use as illustrations for this video. Until next time, it's Jasmine the Story Sloth.